Hey there, Aries. This is your forecast for the month of June. I will do these forecasts the same as I do my weekly forecasts. I'll pull a total of 4 cards. Your first card will be your overarching energy for the entire month ahead. So this energy will be sort of a background thread of energy, if you will. And then I'll move on to a separate deck and I'll pull 3 cards sort of representing the beginning, middle, and end of the month for you. Once again, this is for the month of June, currently working on the sign of Aries. Aries, for your first card, I'm using the Lantern Oracle. And so your overarching energy for the month of June is all about transitions for you here, Aries. And it says here, you have all of the inner resources you need to cross whatever bridges arise on your path. So I do feel for you that there's a new understanding that the transition coming in for you for the month of June is a transition from almost believing that you can't to now coming around to believing that in fact you actually can, right? And that you discover that you've got more resiliency and resources available to you than you ever believed possible without changing a darn thing, just being yourself and finding that inner resourcefulness. All right, we're going to move on now to the Enchanted Map. And again, I'll pull 3 cards from here, Aries, and see where your month of June is taking you, knowing that there's a transition in and included amongst it all. And to start with, we have, whoops, flip that card all over the place, unexpected visitors. I actually feel like the unexpected visitor here is a new perspective coming in for you, whether that comes in the form of an actual person or a circumstance. I do feel like this feeds into, if you will, the transition that's coming in of this new understanding of self and how you are more capable than what you've ever believed. This is not necessarily about strength, really, because I do feel like we sometimes like, okay, I've shown what kind of wide shoulders I have. You don't have to show me anymore. I know I'm strong. This is kind of more about the transition to having more within you than you believed possible. And I do feel like that's kind of the magic within you about manifesting your dreams, your hopes, your desires, and more of that kind of strength and wisdom coming and stepping forward for you. And that unexpected visitor is that insight, that inspiration that leads to such a transition. All right, now let's see where we're going for the middle of the month for you. Again, working on the sign of Aries, and we're in the ghost lands. All right, so by the middle of the month, you may actually sort of feel frozen in time, like you're not moving forward as quickly as you'd hoped or wanted to. And this is that ghost line, and I want you to rest easy in the understanding that every aspect of your journey, the times that you move ahead quickly, the times you take a step back, the times that you stand frozen in place, all serve a purpose. They're all there for a reason. And I want you to just trust and ease into that flow, right? Without feeling like you need to be doing something or moving forward in some way. It's almost like the universe is sort of having you slow down for just a moment and stand in that sort of ghostland, that wasteland, if you will, of not moving forward, so that you understand that sometimes being still does not mean you're stuck. Sometimes being still is simply a resting place for you. All right, and that's what I'm getting the sense of. And usually that's true when we're going through a transition, right? That we sometimes need to sort of catch our breath and give ourselves time to process the information that's coming in for us. Does that make sense to you? I hope so. And then where we wrap it up to, oh, look at this. Well worth the journey, as there's a metamorphosis coming in for you. This is your metamorphosis. I do have that sense that no matter how much of a spiritual being you are at this time, I do feel like that is what's deepening for you over the month of June. Again, understanding who you are as a spiritual being, certainly knowing and getting, if you will, that sense of who you are as a human being and what you came here to sort of set out for yourself and learn, but reaching way beyond that into the magic that's within you and allowing yourself to go through that transition from muggle to magical. Right? So you might find yourself quite often sitting in muggle world and wondering where the magic is, but the month of June is going to take you on that journey from, again, you may already have magic within you, may already believe in the magic, you might be working with the magic. It's just coming in a bigger way for you. And I do feel like because of that, you're going to need time at the middle of the month to process all that you're being shown, all of the inspirations, the downloads, the insight that's coming in for you to help you understand the transition that you're making from muggle to magical. And in that, that's where the metamorphosis, that's where you get your wings, if you will. All right. Please let me know how the reading is resonating with you. Please do like, share, and subscribe. Let's get me up to 1,000 so I can come on here and do both psychic card readings for you and maybe a little bit of evidential mediumship, working one-to-one with whomever happens to come across my path as the divine leads them to me. Maybe it'll be you. In the meantime, again, please do like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to know more about me, my name is Lee Shanks. You can find me at leeshanks.com. You can also find me on Instagram and Facebook at Intuitive Lee. Blessed be one and all. This is Intuitive Lee signing off.